One afternoon, I was seated at the kitchen table, my favorite book, The Thief Lord, sprawled out in front of me, yet I found my mind wandering. Across the hall, Michael was immersed in one of his grand architectural endeavors. His blocks rose and fell like miniature empires, each tower a testament to his vivid imagination. In these moments, he was more alive, masterfully orchestrating his own worlds where he was not just a participant but the hero, the explorer, and the king. Dad's voice often echoed through the house with a deep and serious tone, a resonant sound that seemed to seep into the very walls, carrying the weight of a world too vast for me to grasp. Mom, in contrast, was the heartbeat of our home. Her laughter, though rare, erupted like a delightful melody, filling every corner and dispelling the shadows, if only momentarily. Her presence brought lightness that balanced the solemnity of Dad's authority, making our house a home. "Danny, are we going or what?" Michael's voice, impatient yet brimming with vitality, jolted me from my reverie. I closed my book, its pages well thumbed and marked with notes, and followed him out the door. Leaving the quiet unease of our home behind, we stepped into the sunlit streets of Beacon, where the warm light and vibrant sounds of the neighborhood embraced us. Our town was a playground for us, its streets and alleys morphing into uncharted jungles and vast deserts in our imaginations. Yet, it was the old broadcasting station at the town's edge that fascinated us the most. To us, it was more than an abandoned relic. It served as a gateway to another dimension, a repository of endless mysteries begging to be uncovered. Its towering antennas stretched high into the sky, like long fingers striving to touch distant, unknown galaxies. As we raced towards the old broadcasting station, our laughter and shouts filling the air, we were blissfully unaware that we stood on the brink of revelations that would irrevocably alter our understanding of everything. In the hushed stillness of the station's abandoned halls, where our footsteps echoed ominously, secrets lay dormant, ready to unravel the fabric of our childhood innocence. That afternoon, as we followed our usual path through the back streets of Beacon, our sneakers scuffed the pavement while we raced to our secret hideaway. The town world passed in a familiar blur. Mrs. Jenkins waved to us from behind the counter of the old diner, and in the park, heaps of autumn leaves gathered, hinting at the change of seasons. Each beloved landmark framed our daily adventures, weaving them into the fabric of our cherished memories. "Bet you can't catch me, Danny," Michael shouted, darting ahead with his feet pounding the pavement in a rhythm that echoed the quickening beat of my heart. His cheeks were flushed with exhilaration, and his eyes gleamed with the fearless spirit of adventure that I both admired and envied. Watching him, I felt a mix of pride and a wistful longing to share in his uninhibited joy. He was always a step ahead, reaching the stop sign at the corner just as I was stretching out my hand to tag it. Breathless, we both doubled over, laughing, the thrill of the chase still tingling in our veins. I remember the feeling of that day vividly. The air was electric, tinged with a sense of boundless possibility. As we drew closer to the station, our everyday concerns, schoolwork, chores, the subtle tension that often hummed through our home, began to dissolve, overtaken by the exhilarating promise of exploration and discovery. With each step, the mundane faded further into the background, replaced by the heart-pounding thrill of venturing into the unknown.